Hello, it's Lucera with another Beaucheval Whisper. Beaucheval Whispers are sights, sounds, thoughts, sensations of support that I share with you in the presence of horses. I'm here at Pegasus. It is a rainy spring afternoon, or spring day. It's been raining all weekend. And I'm under the shed, in the shed with Tyler, who just reached over and touched my hand. And next to me is his very good friend, Hondo. And it feels cozy under the shed to take a moment to just be here and be present. I don't have a theme for this whisper just yet. But as I continue to talk, maybe it will come out at the end. We'll see. I'm here to say farewell to Tyler because he will be moving to a barn where he originally came from. He's going to be retiring from here. And I'm noticing as I say that there is an activation of emotion. And I'm letting that just be here in this moment. It's just so wonderful what happens when we can do that, and I sense the depth of emotion that I have within, but I also am looking at the beautiful green trees and the sprinkling of rain that is falling at the same time. And both Hondo and Tyler have been licking and chewing. And that felt like a bit of a resonance between us. Hi. So let's get comfortable. I invite you to find a place, a position that feels comfortable for you in this moment. And notice what's giving you that comfort. And see if you can absorb it more into your body. And take the time you need. And maybe you want to close your eyes and just listen to some of the sounds around you in this moment. And just see if you can continue to give your body and your positioning the most comfortable absorption of being where you are right now. There's also the invitation to have a sense of touch. So maybe you want to reach out and touch the surface that you're on. Or maybe there's a particular part of your body that feels like it could deal with and want some touch. So I'm here today to thank Tyler for being a horse who has been very giving. And I think that's what this whisper is here to touch on. It's the amount of gratitude, and I'm going to invite that from a sensory place. What happens in our body when we experience another being who recognizes what we need without any form of selfishness, without any form of asking anything in return in that moment. And sometimes it could even be something that we don't even know that we need. And my experience with Tyler was that in May of last year, I was diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, and I went through the chemo, went through all the appointments, and hadn't even realized that I was bracing in ways that I knew I was doing it in the moment, but I just kept thinking, just keep going, put one foot in front of the other, come out and see the horses. And on one day I came out and I spent some time in the paddock. And Tyler I was actually away from the horses in a corner. And Tyler and Honda were in the middle of the field. And I was looking out over to the lake and having a moment just processing everything that I had been feeling that week. And he walked over to me. He put his head on top of my head. I was seated in a corner. And he ended up lowering his head and scanning my body. And then resting his head a few inches above my head. And as he did that, I noticed how relaxed his body was, and something inside of me felt so protected to let go of so many things that I had been holding in. And as I was releasing through tears, Honda came around, and then Jackpot and Quincy from another paddock came, and they sort of surrounded me. And I will never forget that moment, because it was a moment of feeling in my heart so much that I couldn't even, and I still can't put into words. I didn't have my phone on purpose, and I just chose to absorb it all and let go of everything that I had been bracing, that I hadn't even realized that I had been bracing until that moment. And it was once I did that Tyler actually ended up walking away and releasing a big blowout. And I remember in that moment, as I was processing what I had been going through, that I felt this immense sense of, gosh, isn't it so wonderful when a being can give to another being what they need with such purity. I wasn't asking for anything. I didn't have any treats in my pocket. I was just having a moment looking out onto the lake that became a very important moment in being with what I was dealing with at the time. And so this is really what this whisper is in honor of, is what it feels like within our own bodies to receive the attention, the protection, from another being. It could be a human, it could be a horse, it could be your dog or your cat, or other pets or animals that you have interactions with. Hello. Just notice what that feels like within you. I feel this smile on my face. I feel I'm standing up a little bit taller now. And that's what I'm here to have a moment with once I finish this whisper. Just alone with Tyler. And the presence of his bestie next door. With appreciation doesn't even feel like enough of a word. So I'm just going to tap into how big my heart and other parts of my body feel. And without using words, just let that expansion of what I feel is appreciation. It's Tyler just touched my hip with his nose. It just feels like a big round-ish. As I'm saying this, I'm watching my hand move away from my chest. It's not a wave, it just feels like this, like a balloon that's getting bigger and bigger with what I feel. It doesn't have a colour in this moment. It's more a sensation. And it feels very freeing. And it feels like it can come from me out, along with Tyler, and just, it goes and goes and goes, but it's not going away. It's it's almost like it's away and it's around us. And it's clear, actually, which is interesting. And so that's my invitation for you, is to take a moment to feel what the goodness of another being giving and you perhaps receiving goodness feels like in your body. We just had a bird fly in, circle and fly out. Thank you, Tyler. Until next time.